Howdy, everybody. It's Retro Repair this Sunday. Of course, it's this Sunday. What am I thinking? It's episode 21. It's episode 21, and we have our guest today of Jeramy's Vintage Hillbilly Shack. Your hosts are me, the crazy one, Joe, Rudy, the laid-back one, Rudy, Ron, the funny one, Ron, and Javier, the sommelier of Reefas. Normally with Sean, but
hold on. Actually, Javier, we voted that Javier was going to be the sexy one.
Oh, that's right. I forgot. See,
because we're doing this Charlie's Angels style.
Yes.
and Rudy is Bosley.
Does that make me the stupid one?
No, you're the guy who was like the butler on Heart to Heart.
Bosley.
Yeah. I'll take your word for it. I don't know these references. Yeah. Anyway, to get a couple things out of the way, while you're here, make sure you lasso that like button if you're like our stream tonight, and click the subscribe button to our channel so you can catch up with us when we are doing stuff. So, without further ado, let us my brain reset. I hate it. I hate it when it does that. Jeramy's Vintage Hillbilly Shack. He's our guest. Say hi.
Yeah.
Hi there. My name is Jeramy, and my YouTube channel is Jeramy's Vintage Hillbilly.
Easy for you to say.
Tonight either.
Easy for you to say.
Jeramy, just call me JVHS. How about that one? Anyway, I'm on the Twitters. I'm on YouTube. Like my channel there. I'm also got a coffee, so if you want to support my channel, there I am.
Cool, awesome stuff. I forgot to get those links before, so I will put them in the description here while we're rolling. If I can go find them and edit the description while we are rolling. So, what's your claim to fame, Jeramy? I mean, you have the coolest freaking name on earth, Jeramy's Vintage Hillbilly Shack. So you're kind of in the middle of nowhere in Arkansas, right? And so you bring that bit to your entire thing. So how did you get into computers and stuff, and where are you with that right now?
Arkansas? Yeah.
Well, to be honest, I grew up in Austin, Texas, and my first encounter, at home with a computer was just a regular IBM PC, which I kind of snuck out of school.
Hence why he used to live in Texas, not anymore.
I done run from the law, Mom.
Nick, start the car.
Yeah. Anyway, no, I had to. That was just like an old PS2 system. I couldn't do anything with it. I didn't know anything about computers, so because school found out that I had to take it back. So I took it back, put it right back where I found it. They didn't say anything else about it.
Good.
Then time rocks on a little bit, and one of my friends at school says, "Hey, I've got this computer. Do you want to borrow it?" Sure. Okay. Well, that was my first experience actually getting on the internet with Alta Vista, the free dial-up service. So.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, that reminds me of Ron's excerpt. Oh.
Yes.
But anyway, time rocks on a little bit more. He decided, well, I want my computer back. I'm like, no, I want it back. Okay, fine. Gave it back to him. And shortly after that, another friend of mine decided to tell me, hey, we've got this water heater. You've got a truck. Can you haul it off for us? Yeah, sure. And then as he and I are loading up this water heater, his dad comes up and says, hey, you want a computer? Oh, sure, I'll take one. Yeah, no problem. Turns out it's an IBM Aptiva. I'm like, what? It's the whole thing, Windows 95. It still has the original installation. And for the life of me, I've been trying to find one certain program that came with it where I could operate the entire thing by voice. And this was in Windows 95.
Yeah.
Wow. Nice.
So,
I sold a lot of those machines. The voice thing doesn't work. Doesn't work well.
Well, actually, it did on this one for some reason. I said, open window. It go, and close window. Done. But that was my very early inklings with the actually getting into the computers, except for toying with an Apple IIc when I was 7. That was the only other thing besides that. I mean, all I did was at age 7 was like, "Ooh, hey, you got Pac-Man on there?"
Yeah, that tracks. Yeah.
And I was thrilled when my great aunt finally got a color monitor, which thankfully I have that in my storage right now. But I'm trying to find another board to restore it because she left it out in a shed that unfortunately the roof collapsed on it. So
no.
Nice.
That's that same. Is that same part of that same Apple IIc that Justin was fixing on his channel?
Yep. Same one.
Cool. If anybody's watching, they haven't seen that, you should go check out that stream, or it's really like 3 or 4 streams that Justin did fixing Jeramy's 2C. It's cool stuff.
No offense to Justin, but if you played at double speed, it takes half the time to watch it.
Oh yes, that's how I watch all my videos. So, question for you, Jeramy: what are you working on right now? What is your big project that you are in the middle of right now?
Let's see, which one should I name? So, I mean, well, let's see. Thanks to Garth, I've got my first donation to my channel, which was the G4 Quicksilver. Awesome little machine. Awesome machine. That's another thing I'm working on right there. I'm just waiting for time to say, okay, yeah, you can mail it now. Thank you. But that actually came along because Justin had the giveaway. I don't remember what subscriber level it was, but I won the Raspberry Pi 4 Model B 2 GB, and that's what's going in there. I've ordered all the parts to go into that case, but you know how slow it can be from China, unfortunately. Now,
it all comes from there anyway.
Eventually,
that's the trouble. You just make sure they don't put it on a slow boat. You put it on the fast plane. Yeah, problem solved.
Well, you're not can't exactly control that, but
I just pay more.
There is a point there. You might as well get it straight from the horse's mouth there. But yeah, I've got the Quicksilver G4. I just ordered a cable for that thing so I could try to make up a monitor cable for that, because I really don't want to change the video card in it. Don't want to mess with it. Don't want to kill it, because I have done that unfortunately with other computers. And I really want to keep this for a while.
I know about burning computers. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't want to pull a Javier.
You don't have an incident.
Please do.
No, I don't want to. Oh yes.
Javier's handles for that now. Yeah. Never mind. I thought I had a question and I forgot it.
Don't you just hate it when the train of thought gets derailed?
See, I've just gotten used to it. It's me. It's been the way I've been for literally forever. I walk across the room like, why am I standing here?
You know what that's called?
That's me.
Yeah, old age.
I was gonna say, Joe, is this more sort of metaphysical, kind of like, why am I standing here? Have I just gotta?
No, it's
how does this fit into the bigger picture?
Yeah, it's yeah. They have medications for those. They're called Strattera and Ritalin. Or in my case, I just meddle through it because I don't like methamphetamine. Anyway, moving on. Yeah. So, Jeramy, what I'm trying to think of how to ask this question. How did you get into working on repairing computers specifically? I mean, everybody's got their story about how they got into computers, but you've been doing more and more with actual repair lately, and I'd like to hear a little bit more about that. Maybe it can be an inspiration to others who are like, well, I can't fix computers, and we can be like, yeah, you can, just do it.
Mm-hmm.
Well, actually,
anybody can do this.
Well, let me go back to the IBM that I got. Okay. What really started it all was like, well, what does this thing look like on the inside? Well, I want to take it apart and see how it comes apart. And I did that a couple of times. And then after the last time, I was like, wait a minute, the sound card isn't working. because the IBM Aptiva had some PCBs that were nothing but gold strips, like an AGV card, and there were like 3 of them in a row, where a daughter board would go on top of that, and that's where the expansion slots were. So I'm thinking I probably didn't do it right. So I was like, I sat there and sweated for like a day or two trying to figure it out. So that's kind of what got me, the very first inklings of getting to repair a computer. And then my dad decides, well, why don't his friends were starting to come up to him and say, hey, where can I get a good computer? This was like the very late 90s, early noughts. And my dad starts buying used computers and even finds a couple in the dumpster of all things, and fixed them up and sold them to his friends. And that started, getting a little bit of traction. He never really made any money off of it, but we became the family and friends technical service, basically. So,
That's why I don't sell computers.
It did get to a point where my dad had a stockpile, literally, of like 50 or 60 desktop computers that were ready to roll.
Wow. He's serious.
And I'll tell you what, since it is October, I'll tell you this slightly scary story too. One night before going to bed, I was going to build yet another computer. And I gathered up all the parts, put them on the bench, and decided, well, I'm getting kind of tired. So I laid on the couch, fell asleep. I got up, the dang thing was put together and everything and working with the windows. I'm like, how'd that happen? Because my dad, I knew he didn't have no time because he was going off to work that day.
Wow.
So I guess I can build these in my sleep now.
Can't complain about that. Except you can't bill it, so
Good sonambulism. Yep.
Can't bill, was asleep.
Well, that kind of died out for a while. Then just I really got back into it once I finally got my own house again, because then I didn't get told by family members, get rid of it. Like, okay, well, fine. So I got my own house. No, there's nobody that can tell me to get rid of it.
Anyway, yes. I do have a question for you. It's sort of related to all this, but kind of a side channel question. You sent me a really cool schematic for an Apple IIgs to VGA adapter. What's the purpose behind that schematic?
Well, that would be to plug it directly into the 2GS and use a regular VGA cable without having to solder the cables together, which is, if you have big fat fingers like me, it's kind of difficult. Okay.
So the idea isn't to plug it straight into a VGA monitor or anything like that.
Right. I mean, you could. I mean, it could go either way. Just you just pick the gender of the connectors and go from there.
Okay, cool. You're just making sure. Because the GS won't connect to a VGA monitor directly because they have different scan rates.
Right. But I did go by the information that was on your website, Joe.
Yeah, I know that. But that was designed to go into a scaler. So
yeah, but
yeah. No, I get it. It's easier because then you're not trying to solder onto all those little tiny VGA. I just want to make sure that I understood. Sorry about that little aside. My brain doesn't make it.
Well, actually, that aside kind of segues into another thing. If you want to go there, is since you mentioned I put a PCB design together. I have been trying to gather as many keyboards as I can, which isn't very many so far. That way, I can make modern reproductions of them, not with Cherry MX. There's some kind of low profile switch that I want to use. That way the keys aren't sticking up like a mile high, like the Empire State Building on the keyboard. You don't want that.
And for what models are you doing that design? Is it Apples or Tandys or what?
Well, right now, so far, I've got the Atari 400 about 95% finished. So I just need to take the measurements of the original PCB and put that into the design, and that will be ready for for production.
Sweet.
Nice.
Now, the next one to tackle, since I already have it on hand, would be the Tandy 1000 line.
Ah, yes.
I have the Tandy 1000 keyboard. I don't have the computer. That's the bad part.
Makes it hard for testing. Yeah.
Yeah, it does make it hard. It makes it hard for
have those, so we can help you test those. So that's not a problem.
Well, I appreciate that. So, I mean, there's that, and also, you know, my thing now is basically if I want to design something, I will stick to like the keyboards or the power supplies, something that, you know, doesn't necessarily take a bespoke chip, you know, especially because of the chip shortage now.
Mhm.
Oh yeah. Yep.
You know,
Absolutely. Oh, tell me about it. I know all about that problem.
Yeah,
My
basically, I don't want to have a design. It's like, I need this chip, and it's like 18 months out. I'm like, really?
Yeah.
I ran through the same problem with my keyboard encoders, and then I finally ran out. So I finally started to look for a replacement chip that would require a minimum of retooling. Found one, and I waited 1 week to order them, and the stock worldwide went from 4,000 to 160. And I'm like, yep, I'm ordering 160 right now.
Wow.
So yeah, absolutely.
It's like that scene in Back to the Future Part 3 where they're going through and they're looking at the DeLorean and they're like, this piece of junk was like the whole problem, this one little thing. And it was like, yeah. And so what did they replace it with? An entire hood worth of like vacuum tubes and giant capacitors. And I love that we're seeing that actually happen now. Can't get that chip? That's fine.
Mm-hmm.
You got some chips.
But I do like the idea that Doc Brown was using like off-the-shelf components for his time machine.
Now,
Just ran down to Radio Shack.
If it works.
Okay, Rudy's got chips. Does he have the dip?
No, they're barbecue.
I have tacos.
Ooh.
I didn't
Everybody.
wear the hat, so
Well,
I thought
if you
I'd
need
eat.
chips, I got
eat Tex-Mex.
Javier, you and I, next time we're going to go to the right place and get us some tacos al pastor.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. With the Mexican Coca-Cola.
Yes, absolutely. Anything else is just a facsimile of the real thing.
Lingua tacos, what?
What?
Lingua tacos.
Tacos de lengua. Oh God. Don't starve me on food, man.
Here you go. That one's for Javier.
Rip.
Yes, Mexican Coke. Dude! So I used to have to, weird aside, okay, I'm going to take 2 minutes. I used to have to go about 30 minutes south of here to get Mexican Coke, but it was close by. You know, I could go there and get it.
Coca-Cola, please.
Convenience store in town that has it. It's a friggin' miracle. I can have
What's
it.
what's the difference?
It's made with sugar.
It's
Not
made
corn.
with sugar, and the American is made with corn syrup.
It's good.
Oh, I see.
Here's the thing, though.
Totally
It's
different.
tough to find in some areas. My advice: just switch to heroin. Way easier to find.
Oh,
That's what I
man.
told you, man. Don't say Mexican Coke. It's Mexican Coca-Cola.
Yeah, you have to be very specific about it.
Yes.
I can get Mexican Coca-Cola here in my town, but it's like $2.50 a bottle.
Ooh,
Oh,
yeah.
sure.
Yeah.
Hey,
yeah.
can you get Mexican New Coke?
Oh,
How does that-
let's just take a time machine and go back 37 years.
Wait, is there Mexican Crystal Pepsi? I'm just asking for the people at home.
And you have to specify Pepsi on the end of it, because if you ask for Cristal, you're going to get something completely different.
That's
No, it's not going to be champagne.
No.
Yeah.
Oh, God. How do we get into drugs on this channel?
Well,
Vintage-
Just
vintage-
like a little thing.
It's us. We're weird.
Let's
Anyway.
tell our friends,
I'll have to try it sometime.
the Aussie people over there, they have Coca-Cola with coffee in it. So
oh yeah.
Okay.
Mhm.
Oh, don't get me started on that. Well,
that was great.
Moving on. Okay,
Crazy.
back on track.
Yeah.
Mhm.
That's it. Yeah.
Next segment. What you working on? We already asked our illustrious guest what he's working on, but let's poll the group. Rudy, what are you working on right now?
Right now, I just got my second prototype board. This is a
I'm gonna make it big. Click the button. Do the thing.
do the thing.
Ooh, neat.
It's very shiny.
It is.
Shiny things. What this is it allows you to connect a external monitor to your K Pro 2 computer. It should work on the other K Pros for the number 2 and 10 maybe. So
Cool.
what it is just it's a board you pop inside your case, you run a couple of wires, and then you have an external connector for your monitor. So
Cool.
that's what I'm working on. I
Somebody
also
test you. Test for it. Let me know. I have a K Pro.
I have one right there.
Damn.
It's the K Pro 2, not the number 2, but the 2, because they're all so weird and they didn't know what the heck they were doing. 2, 4, and then a 1, and then a what?
The manuals even get it wrong.
Yes,
Official
yes,
documentation.
yes,
Wrong.
yes.
Anyway,
So that I'm very excited to get my new Macintosh project going. Thanks to Ron, who donated a Mac SC32 Eric's Edge. Eric said he got it from you.
Don't
Ron.
blame me for all this.
So Eric told me he doesn't need the case, so I'm getting the case from him, and I'll be once I get it, I'm going to be starting on my new project called the Blackintosh.
Yeah.
I'm going to call it the Blackintosh SE Plus 3. And why a plus 3? Because it's going to have 3 bootable partitions on it. One is the Mac OS, one is Mint Linux, and one is Windows 10 or 11.
Neat.
So it should be kind of fun because it'll be a good little machine to have on my desk that does whatever I want to do. I just pick whatever OS and off I go. So it's going to be a fun little project to work on.
Jeremy, you want to ask something?
Well, I wanted to add something to that case. Is I kind of played matchmaker for that case between Eric and Rudy. Just letting you know.
Then thank you too, then Jeremy. I didn't know that. I'll have to keep making history and
Listen,
so we can blame
Jeremy,
you if it goes wrong. Got it.
Do not get in the middle of this, man. This is a total monkey paw situation. You do not.
You don't want to be there, yeah.
so
Yeah.
I mean, I just happened to mention that Rudy was possibly looking for a case, and all of a sudden, like, just fate, Rudy shows up in the chat. There he is.
yes. Thank you. So
Bad penny.
That's going to be a lot of fun, and that's coming soon. As soon as I get the machine, I'll be starting that ASAP.
Cool beans.
I think
Ron,
that's it.
what's going on in your world?
Hey, go past me.
What?
Go past.
Go past me.
Go past me.
Yeah, and then
I'm
come
here.
back to me.
Okay, yeah, I'm in. So I'm working on that Darth Vader, that darn Darth Vader. I put it on my channel. I got it for my friend Jose Luis in Spain. He wanted one, so I went ahead and grabbed the cheapest one, of course, thinking, oh, this is going to be easy. No, it is not. Although, technically, physically, the computer is beautiful, but the motherboard is giving me issues, so we'll see. But it's an adventure. It's nice, and it gives me material for my videos. So that's one, and also the Atari STE that I got from Jose Luis. I got, I think, good news. I got RAM for it. It didn't work because it didn't have RAM.
Cool.
So that's well, actually. Oh. Yeah, you guys don't want to know about good things, just want to know trash things.
Dirty laundry.
Exactly. There you go. There's the broken metal base for the.
How does that even
How
happen?
did you break that?
We were just like,
Was it from the storm?
I can't control my strength. I'm sorry.
Here's the thing, Javier. That'll probably just buff out.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
I would.
I was just with with a little bit of.
Oh,
Actually,
retrograde it.
it's aluminum. You might be able to go to a metal shop somewhere and have them.
I don't think people say it's aluminum. I don't think it's aluminum. It's too
way
heavy.
too heavy to be aluminum.
Well, they'll they can go there and they'll just burn and figure out exactly what it is.
Yeah.
Well,
So,
then.
yeah.
I actually have a
some kind of
Composite, yeah.
Was that
Yeah,
from the
they got
storm?
broken stuff. They want to see broken stuff. Yes.
Was that from the storm that went through Florida? Javier's house was completely safe except for that.
Yeah.
That's right. That's blame
The
it on
one
the
thing.
All the insurance.
That's right.
there was something I wanted to make sure on that base was, something that Javier could do right there in his house. Does a magnet stick to it?
Oh, I gotta check. Give me a minute or two and I'll check.
Get one of those aluminum magnets.
Yeah. And other than that, I've been doing 3D stuff. I recreated that little Ron, you remember this, isn't it? Remember I told you I had one of these weird.
Yeah. Yeah. I saw that you did some stuff with that this week.
So yeah, that's
for the
I
community.
was like, yeah, this is funny, it's cool, it's weird. And then somebody, I think Guards, found one on eBay that they had it on an LC.
Mhm.
And I said, I got one of those. And somebody said, oh, somebody should reproduce it. I say, ooh. So, yeah, I did it. I reproduced it. So,
Yeah.
Again, that was me that said
Oh,
that
there you
somebody
go.
should reproduce it.
well, there you go. Like bunnies, they reproduce.
Mhm. He put 2 in a box. The next morning, he had 30 of them.
Yeah.
What I like about that is I'm not sure who that's for. Because if you think about it, the LC has like a fan on the bottom that's trying to draw air from the top and draw it down. So I'm very curious to see what the default orientation of the fan is. Is it blowing in or is it sucking out? Because if it's blowing air in, I'm thinking that those two fans are going to be fighting.
I think it sucks out, and mine came with in a Color Classic.
Yeah.
So
that seems like a weird one
to
have that.
It's a weird thing.
But I would sure say if you had like a 68040 machine, like Quadra 605 LC 475 with a PowerPC upgrade.
Oh, maybe
Hmm.
that would probably be a really good thing to purchase.
I wonder if it would work too for folks with Apple II GSs to add a little extra draw.
No, we were talking about that. I don't think it's. I mean, yes, it will work. We can modify this to fit in one of the back panes.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know.
Make sure it obscures the ADB port. That's all I ask.
Yeah.
Make sure that it is purposely no good. Actually, what you ought to do, Javier, is you ought to design a new top cover for the 2GS, a replacement one. Now that Joe's doing all this high volume replication and has the correct filament and all that type of stuff, do a replacement cover for the 2GS that has a fan mount and everything set up maybe on the side or something like that, or I was thinking top, but then I think how people put the monitors on top.
You can make the top with a big scoop like a car, So
it could be the turbo version.
Wait, put an intake on the front of it, and then you can
there you go.
You can put you can spit whiskey in there to like Fury Road. Like
that's it.
Yeah.
Well, let's see. Maybe we could, just do like you said, put an intake fan on the front and put one of those little funny fans on the back. That we can spark everything out.
That's right. Yeah. And then the flames on the side.
Mm-hmm. Some thrush pipe, maybe like some tweeters on there.
It's a 3D print. You can just mold that right into the design.
Yeah, you can mold the exhaust pipes on the side.
Okay,
because everybody knows flames.
Can I go LA on that and do some low ride?
Only if you say it faster.
Mexican Coke, yes.
Yeah, planes add 2 horsepower there.
That's right.
And you can add some LEDs of the exhaust pipes that when you access the floppy drive, they start flashing. It looks like it's fires coming out of the exhaust. Pimp my ride.
How the hell? Where do we get this crap?
It's gonna be the Tacky GS.
The Tacky GS.
That's funny.
That is funny.
All right, Ron. What about you?
All right. I guess give me a full. Well, hold on. Oh wait.
Should we come back next week or
no?
Yeah,
I think I got this. I just got to make sure. Yes. Hold on, I got to switch back to the other window. I desperately need like 3 monitors to make all this.
Yeah.
Okay, Joe, would you embiggen me?
Big.
All right. Hi, gang. It's your boy Ron from the Ron. See,
Sorry.
yeah, it's your boy Ron from Ron's Computer Videos. And I am here to show you a new thing. Hey, gang, if I'm known for anything in the community, what would you say that is?
Get the damn batteries out.
Get the damn batteries out, okay? Now, there are some cute little doodads that have been made the last few years. And I am not in any way saying anything negative about them. You've seen like these little, they're cute. These little cats, right? You drop a CR2032 in there and you can put that down in the battery holder on your Mac or your PC or whatever it is that uses that style thing. And you're good to go. Well, my problem is this. If you're going to have that setting on a desk, it's really great. You put the battery holder on there. It'll hold everything, or I'm sorry, the battery cover on there and the little slot. It just all fits in. Really great. Really great. My problem is this, is my house is so rough and tumble with machines where I'm pulling things, I'm setting them on their side, I'm putting them on a shelf, I'm pulling them back off the shelf, things like that. Those aren't really designed with like the way that I do things maybe in mind. And it also keeps a battery out there over the motherboard, okay, which is what my whole thing is we need to get away from. Okay, so that is why I have like designed and redesigned it again and designed some more stuff. But now I have my remote battery project basically ready to go. It's been sent to manufacturer, and I'm going to have some of these hopefully in the next month or so. And I'll be making them up. And then the plan is that maybe Joe or someone will maybe have these out in their store. You can pick these up.
I'll take 2.
Okay. Well, the idea is this: 2030 goes in here. You have an on-off switch. So if you're going to put your machine in storage, you can either remove the battery, or if it's like short-term, you can just flip the switch and disconnect it on the machine. So you don't have anything going out there to the motherboard. Now, what this is, hold on, there's more.
Well,
but wait, there's more. Joe?
Sorry, I'm just like, go ahead.
Okay.
Sorry.
So here's part 2. So this is great. So am I supposed to just solder something out there on my motherboard? You can if you're like a savage, but the rest of us are probably going to use the second thing that I designed, which is a sabot. And what the sabot does is it sits. Oh, wait, I moved part of my parts. All right. What this sabot does is it sits out there in your socket.
Nice.
And basically what you would do, you'd have like, you might have like some cutesy ribbon.
Cable. Yep.
Yeah. And you send that out there, and you send the positive side one way and the negative side the other way. And what you can do, you can put it back out. You just loop it around, solder it to itself. You just clear off a little bit of stuff. So there's a little bit of work you have to put in, but you're an enthusiast. It's using a wire stripper. Like this is totally in your skill set.
I like stripper.
Who are you calling a stripper?
So I think the final print on this is going to have a slight recess mark here. So your cable is not like making a hump, because I think depending on the thickness of the cable you might use, it might be too much. It might put strain on your socket, or battery socket, which is not my plan. So there will probably be an easement here that will allow it to recess into the plastic a little bit. But this is 1-to-1. It kind of fits out there. And I've printed a few of these. Let me see if I can get one that doesn't have a bunch of schmutz on it. But
nice.
But yeah.
Very cool.
There you go.
Very nice.
Yeah. So it'll do it. It'll do it if you want to do it. So now you can build something like this. And again, I'm just gonna, all this stuff will just be ready to go. You basically just kind of provide your own. There'll be probably some wires in the package, but you can custom cut wires to whatever length you need within reason, because you would want to make sure you don't like short something out. But John says, hey, is there a diode that would prevent a system from trying to charge the CR 2032? Not in revision 1. The revision 1 is basically going to be for Macintoshes and machines that don't necessarily try to charge their clock battery. Revision 2 is going to include a diode that will be for other systems. And at that time, when I release that other board, I'll do a refresh on the PCB for part 1 or for the version 1 that has information just strictly saying like for machines that don't try to charge the battery, you goof. And
You goof.
yeah, and that'll be it. So you can know which one that you have. But the plan would be is they would be functionally identical except for whatever. I mean, I could make one version, I could make 2 versions, it doesn't matter. But just the ones I'm just trying to get it out the door just to get feedback from people. So yeah, but diode is on the first list of live fixes for version 2. But that's me. And let me go back to the lobby. Hey, all right. Thanks.
Very, very cool. Because it's good. It's good for like, IBM PCs, for example, that you can just get the board and if you have the Mac, you can get the adapter. That's really cool. Very nice.
Mm-hmm. So yeah, the idea is like if your machine will do it off of, because I mean I watch a lot of people do mods on those boards. Is there a IC chip involved? No, it is basically here's your battery and here's a switch to disconnect the battery from whatever you're trying to output to, and that's it. But yeah, I need to go back and revisit a couple of my other projects, but I was playing around with Easy EDA the other day, which is the website that you could do all the design stuff and then just output it. So a REFA cap, yes, absolutely. Why not? We need more REFAs. But,
and if you
that's very cool,
authorize me to sell them, I'll put a REFA cap in every order.
Oh
yeah. Probably I'll work out something with Joe so that we can do something. I'm not really in it for the ink. That's why I put my logo on everything. But I am interested in doing something that kind of makes good on something that I've wanted to do for a long time. So
Ron, I have a question. I have a 2016 GMC Canyon. Will it work on my truck?
I think on the Canyon that there is a backup battery for settings inside the stereo that will store like your remote codes for keys and things like that. So it's a 2032. So if you wanted to mount that remotely, yes.
Perfect.
So, and honestly, it's not even just computer stuff. Anywhere that there's a 2032, if it's stuck inside of a piece of equipment and you're like, I want to be able to get this out. Like I like, for example, there's 1 or 2 of like the Yamaha synth modules, and I think like the Roland, like the 88, I think also has a like a battery in there to store your settings and all that. Something like that would be handy for those type of operations as well.
This would be really good for your smoke.
For my what?
This would be good for your smoke detector in your house. You can have a switch, you can just turn it off and say, stop screaming at me.
Yeah, I know.
Exactly. I'm trying to collect the insurance.
Yeah. Actually, it's really funny. A lot of smoke detectors you buy these days have like a 10-year lithium battery. 10-year lithium battery, non-replaceable inside.
So you rip it out, put yours in there. Perfect.
Exactly.
There's actually a really good reason behind that, but we're not going to get into that right now.
Yeah. I was going to say making smoke detectors non-user serviceable is a really great idea that has probably saved lives. So, I'm going to say it's probably saved lives.
Now, I do have a request for Ron, since he brought up the battery thing there.
Yeah.
If you, it should be one of the first 3 results if you go onto Google and look up the words Varta Cure.
Varta Cure?
Varta Cure.
Yeah. Yeah, Varta, like the big bad Varta. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Or bad idea of Varta. What? Yeah.
Now, the Varta Cure was my idea.
What?
Yeah. That was the first PCB I ever designed.
Mm-hmm.
Now, if you want to use any of that, it's open source. There it is.
Yeah, I'm looking at this picture. If only you had left like more IC markers on here. Or sorry, more component markers on here. I'd know what it would do if it would.
I know, but like I said, it was my first one.
Yeah, that's way cool.
And to be honest, I designed it to where you took this little 1/2 inch by 3/4 inch PCB, soldered it straight to it like an old 386,
right?
And then that would give you the 4 pins for connecting an external battery, and also there should be a place there for a diode.
Cool. That's cool. It's I've seen there are some other things kind of like what you're describing in the. I just went out and looked at the picture. That's really cool. But the whole thing with mine is just trying to get it remote. Like you could mount it outside the computer if you wanted to. You could, if you don't go crazy on cable link, you could have it out on your desk with like a big Frankenstein throw switch. Where you're like,
I love it. Everybody, look at my steampunk clock battery.
Mister, the slot settings. Hold
I've
on,
got one of those in my basement, 400 amps.
So hopefully there will be people that are interested in it. And if there's not, you know what? I didn't like you guys either. So
So Ron, when do you think you'll have those ready to?
I just got notification that the components, because I also ordered them because JCL PCB, is that am I saying it correctly? JLC PCB, because they're the people that do the Easy EDA site. And Drake from the Satanic Mac Club was the one that was telling me about, hey, you could just do your stuff out there and you can actually go through and they'll just assemble them and do everything for you. And I was like, yeah, that's really cool. So I just I didn't take advantage of all that, but they do have it where if you go out there for Easy EDA, you can say, show me your parts list, which I think is like honestly the biggest problem with KiCad is that you are like at the whims of what little footprint files they've got, and they update a lot. And I mean, it is a fan project, so I'm not going to talk bad about it, but it's sometimes very difficult to figure out exactly like how do I turn this footprint into like a real component that I could order on Mouser or DigiKey or something. Yeah. With the Easy EDA thing, it's just like, oh yeah, if you put that part in there, it populates out to your buy it now kind of deal, and there you go.
That's real Lego.
Yeah. So
basically,
I'm trying it. I've not done it before. I've got enough to do 20, and then we'll see where it goes from there.
So basically, you're saying that by tomorrow morning we can go to Joe's site and order one?
Correct.
You can pre-order it.
Yep. Come on. Wait, what are you doing there? Come on.
Yeah, you can go out there. You can pre-order it. And actually, every pre-order includes a free Joe's Computer Museum mug. That was something that he just threw that out there. He threw the mug on the floor when I told him.
For legal purposes, I must state that none of this is true. And,
Ron, is it true that it's the word on the street is that if you buy 2 or more, like 3 or 4 of them, you also get a candle?
You do. You get a candle and a T-shirt.
I love it.
But it's not. But it's weird though, because Joe's like, it's not like a Joe's Computer Museum T-shirt where it says 8 bits are all you need at jcm-1.com. It is just like a shirt that was in the dirty clothes. So, I was like, it's like an oddly specific thing to give away, but
I have
Joe is Joe.
The perfect thing that everybody gets in every order. Are you ready for it?
You have to change a thingamajoe. Nice. Yeah,
so, that's my deal.
I'd like to order 2 of them.
Okay, I will. As soon as we start doing things, shipping things to America's Hat, I will let you know.
Because I want serial number 1 and 2.
Oh, really? It's kind of neat that my first 2 interested parties are from America's Hat and America's Wang.
I got both ends.
Covering all the bases.
Yep.
Yeah, there you go.
Florida man.
Nobody's noticed the joke I put on Rudy's name there.
Yes.
Of America's Wang. Anyway, moving on.
Nice.
So yeah.
What is that? A cucumber or what the heck is that?
It's aubergine.
Aubergine. Is that like Mexican Coke?
Almost. Hey guys, I'm gonna go out in a second, and I'm changing
Diapers?
software because no, the software. This is crashing too much. I'll be back.
All right. I'll let you back in.
Yep.
Man, gosh.
Yeah.
Thank God he's gone.
Oh my gosh, that Javier.
Always making like really bad jokes and
hmm
So let's get a cucumber there on my. What the heck? How'd you put that on
You-
there?
you made an adult joke, so I added an adult emoji. Anyway.
Yes, I know, but okay. So much for
'Cause I'm weird.
PG. Not PG anymore.
Dude, I'm just weird.
Has this
I'm
ever been a
12.
family show? I just
No, I don't think it's ever been.
yeah. I mean, I certainly yeah.
Javier, did you say you're working on your Atari 420 ST or 1040 ST?
Yep.
I just want to make sure we caught that. All right.
Yeah, and I actually, if somebody knows of anybody that may have a carcass, you know what I mean, the case,
Mhm.
yeah, carcass or case,
Chassis. Sure.
chassis. That's another nice name. Yeah,
Mhm.
I
carcass.
got
is
some
another
roadkill
name.
if you want.
Yeah.
And keyboard or something like that. I would appreciate it because I only have the motherboard.
For the Atari.
Atari 520. No, Atari 1040 ST.
40. Okay.
Well,
Send me
if you wanted to go for an LGR approved design, go for wood.
Ooh.
We're gonna have to add like emoji to you now, Jeremy.
Yeah.
Anyway, moving on. What am I working on? Really bad jokes. Seriously,
Is it
though,
again?
cleaning up the shop so I can get back to scripted videos. I have a teleprompter. Well, I always do it the wrong direction. I got a teleprompter set up here now so I can
Oh,
get back.
nice.
Nice.
I don't like the idea of scripted Joe's Computer Museum content. Because that makes me think about the early days of your channel where it was like deer in the headlights.
Dude,
Hi, I'm Joe.
Something about Joe's
that was
channel.
before the Lexa Pro.
Mhm. Yeah, no, I agree, Joe, on the pharmaceutical front. Yeah, Lexapro is kind of crazy. People should do whatever their healthcare professional recommends and
Yes.
works out for them. But yeah, that's very like it brings the noise level down a lot.
Mm-hmm. Couple other things I'm working on. I'm working on development of the Y cable, which for anybody who has an Apple IIe,
Why?
exactly Y
Why?
cable, because mine's not going to be a cable; it's going to be an adapter. For anybody who has an Apple IIe card for their LC2 or their Color Classic or whatever,
You have one.
I'm
So
one of
many
those
times-
people.
you're going to get that on the internet, and it's not going to have the effing cable.
Yeah.
That does the joystick and the disk
Floppy.
drive output and all
Right.
of that stuff. So I have a kind of design put together, and eventually I will get that as a public design. But
Nice.
But
speaking
why?
of, yes, see, Ron's got it.
Ooh.
Processing. Oh yes, I got the Blueberry Tosh done too, so it's up here back here.
I see that.
Very
But the
slick.
biggest thing that I want-
But Joe, can you just admit like that you just went to the art store and got a blue gel and just taped it to the front of your Mac o' Lantern?
like I don't know what you're talking about. Lies and slander that are perpetrated by the deep state media.
I
So
knew it. I knew it.
now the big thing I wanted to announce tonight was the announcement of PowerBook Blue Scuzzies.
Neat.
I have here in my left hand an assembled and almost functioning PowerBook Blue Scuzzy.
Make yourself big.
Me once.
No, PowerBook Blue Scuzzies.
Very cool.
Most of it comes pre-assembled from the factory, but it's still going to be available in kit order, so you can go ahead and put on the connector doodle here and the blue pill yourself or you want, or you can order them pre-assembled. I'm working out a small glitch. I think I manufactured this one wrong somehow because it doesn't function, but the design we do know works. So as soon as I get that little glitch figured out in my processes, I will have these up and available to order on jcm-1.com for the same price as all the other Blue Scuzzes. So it is going to be a super awesome deal for all of you.
But Joe, will it work with my PowerBook 100 series?
As long as your PowerBook has a SCSI internal connector, it will work.
Why,
Wow.
these two do.
Wow, that's great. Order today.
Okay, now that we got the information out of the way,
Today.
Ron is
I
good.
think Ron needs to order like 20 of them.
Oh my
He's-
God! Yeah,
all of
look,
them.
Ronnie. Yeah.
screenshot.
Oh God.
Oh,
Come on,
wow.
Ron, breathe.
This is just
Breathe,
beyond.
Frozen.
Ron, you can stop now.
Oh, thank God. Okay. Nobody called cut. That's the first
Oh,
thing.
wow.
You keep acting until they say cut.
Yes. So that's what's going on. So these will be out very, very, very soon. I was hoping to get it done today, but I'm still working on that little glitch. So
Joe, you should quit the stream right now and go get that done.
Yeah. What are you doing
Go get
here,
that-
man?
Why are you
Chop,
here?
chop.
Go.
at this point, it is a technical problem that is beyond my scope. So I'm reaching out to all of the wonderful people in the Blue Scuzzy sellers and developer community to figure out what's going on.
Oh, damn it. Hold on. Wait.
Again, I will reiterate to everybody listening, it is not a design problem. It's a Joe did something wrong problem. These have been already designed and are known to work. I just did it.
Figures.
But why can't I use my Blue Scuzzy with my PowerBook? There's got to be a better way.
Dun, 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 dun. Okay. So that's what's going on in my world.
Very cool.
That's
Really?
awesome,
Jeremy!
Joe. I'm really excited because I no joke have like
Yeah.
20 100 series PowerBooks down here.
There's a huge underserved section there.
Yeah, like I literally had to convince Bruce to buy one of the competing products to Blue Scuzzy and send it to me from like literally like I opened up the box and it was all drop bears and like
Spiders.
yeah, and Colin whatever his name is music. Nuts. That one guy from Men at Work. It's a Men at Work joke.
Who can it be
Yes.
now?
Colin Hay. It's a mistake. It's a mistake.
Okay, we're canceled because we got music.
I sing so poorly, it's not going to auto-tune match me. It's not going to match me at all. So,
You never know.
Mhm.
so let's move on to the next segment.
Sure.
Yes, please.
It's called Recent Gets, where we talk about the cool stuff that we've gotten recently. Jeremy, go.
Well, like I mentioned earlier, I recently got the G4 Quicksilver from Garth Beagle. Thank you very much, sir, for that donation. And also, another recent get was a 7-inch TFT LCD color monitor. I actually took a picture of it, and the only reason I bought it is because that's what it said on the box.
I love it. Did you buy it from Tony Danza on Who's the Boss?
No, I bought it from the flea market here in town for $5.
I gotta go downtown. I gotta get a new TV from Monitor.
Brand new life around the bend.
But
Sorry.
well, another get. Well, it's not so recent, but it's sitting right there, and I'd love to do something with it. Let's see if I can turn around here real quick. So, like,
Don't move too fast. You're gonna anger a cricket.
can y'all see this thing?
Yeah.
Truck?
Mhm.
Make him big, Joe.
Big, make big.
Big.
Sorry, I was paying attention to other things. What?
Yeah, are those BF Goodrich or
Actually, this is
I mean, what are we looking at?
This is an EATX case on
Yeah.
casters.
Yeah.
It's like a 1.5 feet wide and 2 feet tall.
Thing is That's like did somebody convert a mini fridge? Like, what is that?
Yeah, Gigantor.
No, that's cooling. You put a mini fridge in it.
Oh my
Actually, it was made by a company called Mountain Mods, and the original retail price of this thing was almost $400.
Yeah.
Wow.
I saw your post about it online. That's way cool.
God. Wow.
So I guess the only thing I can do with it, since it's an EATX case, is to save up my money and see if I can buy one of those Amiga 2000 EATX recreation boards and put that in there.
Yeah.
That'd be nice.
Or you would do what we do at my house, which be get a piece of plywood and just mount whatever we want.
Well, I already had the thing, so why not?
Uh-huh.
And it's solid aluminum.
Mm-hmm.
But that's pretty much it, really. I mean, other than getting my truck legal, which is a big thing.
that is good.
Was that taken from the school board in Texas too?
No, actually, I got this from a former employer down in Austin.
Mm-hmm.
I actually went back in November 2020 and visited family, and also I went down there because I wanted an office furniture auction for $6.
Nice.
So it gave me an excuse to go back down there, and well, I decided to stop at this computer place I used to work for, and I was like, "Well, you got any old computers in here?" Well, he's like, "Yeah, I got this whole pile. I'll give it to you for $175. It was like 30, 40 computers.
It's oddly specific amount of money.
Yeah.
Well, he was trying to get $250 out of me. I had to talk him down.
$3.26.
Right.
Nice.
Cool.
So I got it for 1% of the original price.
It's great.
No complaints.
No.
Way cool.
Okay, Rudy, your turn.
Yeah, what'd you get?
Well, since my last video on the TI-99 mod, I don't have any cartridges, so I can't play anything. So I got this. It is the Flash ROM 99. It's an adapter. You plug in your SD card into there. You put basically just copy it and your games onto the card, pop it in, pop the cartridge in, and off you go. So that's really cool. I've been playing around with that a bit. And I got my first donation to the channel from my friend who lives in Paris. His name's Peter. He has a channel called the 8-Bits in the Basement, and he donated this Thomson MO5 computer. Was really big in the 80s for schools. And so
is that an MSX clone or
no? It's their own. I believe it's at 80 base computer, but I have to get a SCART to HDMI adapter. Yeah, so check out Peter's channel. It's really cool. Really nice guy, and yeah, so that's basically it for my recent gets.
Cool.
Neat.
Javier, what tools you got?
I got a cool thing for me. I got what's the name of this thing? Dishwasher.
Serial to parallel.
Yeah, and this is weird. It's a weird thing. It's I haven't seen this before. It's exactly for the Apple IIc. I got another one right now on my. I actually got it installed in my Apple IIc, but you cannot see it very well. It's on that side. And what it goes underneath the Apple IIc, just like the one that you can see here.
Yeah.
And this one is another dishwasher that's let me select which joystick I want to use. So I can plug 3 joysticks and a mouse, and I just click over there and select it. And it has it goes underneath the Apple IIc. The same thing with this one. This is a serial to parallel. I got it because it looks exactly like the other one, and it goes on the other side. So
what does it do exactly? I mean, it's a parallel printer port adapter, but allows you to like hook Centronic style parallel printers to the.
Correct.
To the,
I mean, it's right in the
We
name,
don't
Joe.
need
It's a
it.
disc washer. Come on.
Exactly.
I can't read.
I don't need it, but it looks cool.
So where do you plug that manual in?
I don't know yet. I'm looking for.
Nice. So do you have any parallel and serial printers to plug in?
No. Again, I don't need it, but it's cool. It looks nice, so I got it.
Well, you might want to talk to Mac84. He might have a printer.
Oh my god!
Yeah.
Steve might
He's
help you
got
out.
So next time I go there, I swear I'm going to have to go there with the entire back of my hatch like empty, because somehow printers are going to end up in that.
For sure.
Whether or not the back of the hatch is empty or not, because the stuff that's in the back of the hatches is just going to end up on the ground. So
Yeah.
Nice.
Very true.
All right, Ron.
what's your toys,
Um.
Ron?
Okay.
You don't have anything in the notes, so I assume you don't have anything. It's my turn.
I've got all kinds of stuff. So here I am. But I'm just waiting to be embiggened like everyone else.
Sorry,
I
you
don't
didn't
know
start
why.
anything on the screen.
The really
I'm
well. Hold on. What if it's a surprise? What if I am just not like?
Surprise.
Wait.
What if I'm holding like a previously thought extinct animal? I'm not just going to come out of the string with a Tasmanian tiger. That ruins it. So instead, I'll show you these. I went out on UT Source and I ordered what could only be described as a metric ass ton of FPUs, 68882s. Ordered just a mass of these because they all came in stock and they were very, very inexpensive. Some of these are Motorola branded, some of these are generics, seemingly. I'm going to do a live stream and go through and test all of these. But when I went to do that, I very quickly realized that I have misplaced my PLCC extractor. So this will be the third PLCC extractor that I have purchased in the last 6 months.
Ron,
I've lost two of them.
If you
I
need
know
one,
that's
I'll send you one.
well.
just drill a
I
hole and make it part of your keychain, then you'll never lose it.
there you go. Absolutely.
Or I put
Yeah,
the nail on the
I
hole.
actually I think I ordered some. I can't even remember if I ordered any. It's been a bad week. I was fairly certain that I had maybe ordered like I think I bought a 2-pack or something off eBay.
You bought a 2-pack.
Yeah, so now I've got 2 to lose. So we'll see.
It sounds like an affliction we all get when we get older, is that CRS syndrome. Can't remember stuff.
Yeah. I guess I didn't order it. I'm looking at my my eBay stuff and I guess I didn't order it.
It all blurs.
I looked at it. I sure looked at it, but I didn't order it.
When you get one, just get a nail and nail it to that really strong board you have behind you there.
Well, you know, I have lost it. I keep losing my Mac cracker and all that type of stuff. Couldn't find it. So finally now I have a little place over here, like on the wall, that I have a specific little peg to like hang. Joe knows exactly what I'm talking about.
Yeah, the
Joe knows. So I now have a space for it. And when you're done using it, it goes right back there. Otherwise I will lose it again. There are probably 12 8-inch or 8 or 10-inch like Torx 10 screwdrivers down here. Like they're somewhere. I couldn't have eaten them all. So
well, lots of iron for your diet.
yeah, but yeah, that was what I was going to do. That and actually something
for like the 10mm socket of the car world. I mean,
Mm-hmm.
they disappear. They show up in our colleagues' tool bench. We end up going to court for a hearing for some reason. We're not sure why.
It happens.
But,
the other neat thing that I got, but it's actually somewhere else at the moment. Rick from Rick's Random Retro, because all of these YouTube channels are like seemingly like noun, or it's like proper noun, multiple noun, or possessive noun. It's a lot of these channels. But anyway, but Rick's Random Retro actually gave me he did a video on his channel recently talking about like Macintosh stuff. He's not a Mac guy, but he just wanted to play around and have some fun. And he had a 8100 110 that he gave me. So that is now at my house.
Cool.
Somewhere.
Cool.
Sweet.
Very nice.
That's
Awesome.
it. That's it. That's what I got.
Are you gonna do a video on that, Ron?
Yes, because actually I'm fixing up the case because the case on it was just destroyed, and so I've got someone that has a like a 8100 that's got a dead motherboard, but everything plastics and everything are good. So I'm gonna do that.
Nice.
Wait, which joke? What joke did I say? What was your joke, Tom? What was your joke, Tom?
The possessive noun.
Oh yeah, well no, it was because I actually riffed on your joke because it was like the shows are like noun. And I think I was like, I'm more of a possessive noun, plural noun kind of guy or something like that.
Hey,
but it's still funny. It's still funny.
Do I owe him royalty because I stole earlier on Dave's stream?
Yeah, I think it's just getting out there. It's just getting out there. Yeah, Tom Barber is right. Tom Barber is the source of the computer noun thing. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So,
who's next?
Speaking of Tom Barber, I would like to thank Tom Barber for going to VCF Midwest and snagging me no fewer than 3. And I don't know what they're technically called. I call them lampshade Macs. With the arm with the on them.
Yeah.
And one of them works perfectly fine, has a slightly busted screen. One works perfectly fine and has a dead screen, and the other one is completely dead. But between the 3 of them, I hope to make one. So, and the other thing that I got was a week later after. I went to my favorite. Oh, come on! Get all the parts. I went to my
still Joe. You can go back over there. The viewership with the ladies just went through the roof.
Joe, make yourself big.
Speaking of viewership with the ladies, so I went to my favorite. What's the name? It's a surplus store. There's a surplus store about an hour away from here, and every once in a while they have really cool stuff. I've gotten some neat things, adapters and things that are just in the bins, or power cords, or I got a black and white monitor to use with my TRS-80. But they had this absolute huge chunk of Mac peripherals there, and a lot of them are like these that kind of are of that same life or the time period as those Macs. So I'm like, okay, well, that's cool. So at least I got some keyboards and stuff to go with those 3 Macs, including this one, which is mustard colored.
Oh my God.
Yum.
It's just going to go wholesale into the ultrasonic cleaner at some point. I got this while I was there. The Apple.
Yeah, nice.
That's a
wait.
Actually, yes.
Has an adapter over there, USB adapter.
Yeah, tell us about this extension.
This thing?
Yes.
I don't know what it is.
Oh no,
it's just a port thing. I don't know.
I saw a male pen.
Your mouse?
Yeah. Wait. Show us the other end, because one is obviously ADB, but what's the other end?
It looks like serial port. It looks like serial.
So it makes me wonder if that is not really what that is, but that was designed to like power something.
Could be.
Right?
Or is a video adapter of sorts.
Well, the one side it has icons, and the icon on this side is the ADB icon. You can't really see it.
Yeah.
This side doesn't have an icon on it, so I don't know.
Go ahead and read us the part number, Joe.
No, because there is.
Is that a
one? But no, Apple extended keyboard. It's
that's great.
Seen better days, but
just needs a little love.
Video adapter things, one of which was very helpful in checking to see make sure one of those Macs actually worked. I was able to plug that into the Mac and then plug that into my monitor, and it works perfectly fine.
That's great.
Cool. Here, let me put these back. what really caught my eye was I happened to just be looking around. I wasn't, really doing anything, or I wasn't searching for anything specifically, but I saw that beautiful logo peeking out from under a pile. I'm like, Apple logo, dig. So
Mine.
Squirrel. Dig.
Yeah.
that logo, you can see that from across the room. It just wing. So yeah, those are the toys that I got recently. Nothing else major that I'm working on. Just a lot of the same old stuff that I've been working on for years, and months and decades and all that stuff to try to get up and running. And yeah, so that's it.
Interesting.
I love it.
Who's next? Did we go through everybody?
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Okay.
Do you want to ask?
I'm hitting the end broadcast button now.
You want to ask everybody in the chat what they're working on, and
Yeah, what's everybody working on? Yell at us in the chat. Sure, why not?
a lot of cut and paste.
Yes. Somebody take over. My brain just stopped.
If you guys want, I can. We were talking about showing one of my monitor conversions.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's do that.
So I got this one. It looks exactly the same that I did for Mike Pekarsky, and I'm sorry for my.
I loved him in Monsters Inc.
Yeah, that one.
Mike Wazowski.
I like Marge from The Simpsons.
I did this one a long time ago.
Oh, homie!
You're
Poor
killing me, man.
Harry.
You're killing me. Okay, so this is a monochrome monitor. Well, the case, and I converted it, but also I tried to put a. This is a GS connector, and also a normal composite connector. So I can have both in this one, and of course, as you can see, it's an LCD. But you want to see interiors. So on this one, you can take out the cover.
Yeah.
What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna change to this camera over here that I've been fiddling with, and that's why I was crashing so much.
Yeah.
So let me change to this camera. Oh, it works finally.
Man, I was going to try to synchronize hiding your video at the same time.
I was going to be like, are we looking at the crawl space under Javier's house? Like, what is going on?
Kind of. So again, this is the oh god. But I can put it in. Oh yeah.
Seasick.
Yes, exactly. So anyway, it's the board is there. The LCD is over there. It's a normal LCD.
Yeah.
As you can see, it has a lot of connections in there. I'm using only the HDMI and the composite. So what I did over here is I added a small SCART cable with an adapter for an Apple IIgs. So it's a SCART Apple IIgs cable. It goes and goes into a HDMI to SCART to HDMI converter also. And that goes to a cable and goes to the connector. So you can get an Apple IIgs with really, really good image with this one.
Yeah.
And over there is a power supply. This is the another power supply for the. What is this for? I don't know, but I got two power
SCART, because you're going to have one for the SCART converter, and you're going to have one for the PCB that actually connects to the LCD.
Oh, there you go. You're right.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah.
And of course, everything is connected to the power supply. So when you click here, it turns really on everything. And what else do I got? Oh, back here, there's some cables that allows me to change with this button on the back. I click on it, and it changes to HDMI.
The input, that's great.
Channel. So that's what I used, and I didn't use this one, but so this works, and the back one works, and so it's pretty simple, guys. Let me go back to my.
So the LCD on the front, did you make a custom shroud or something to kind of take up the difference between the curvature of the plastic?
That's a great.
I love how I'm selling this for Javier.
Thank you. Yes. This is what's the name of this thing?
funky foam,
Foam.
craft foam. Yeah.
Black foam, yeah. And I cut it to size, of course. And I put it in all the edges, and it works really well.
Yeah.
So
and I would say that I've seen a number of people do for LCD conversions for like Mac Plus and things like that, that they 3D print like a plastic thing, but you have to think about that plastic is now rubbing up against your LCD forever. I like the foam. It seems like it would also travel better.
Yes,
because I'm telling you right now, you need to bring it to VCF next, or I'm sorry, you need to bring it to K-Fest next year.
I mean, I love to bring them. I think I brought the small one for the Apple IIc once, but this one, you know, in an airplane, it's difficult to bring all these things. Man.
Well, bring is kind of a relative term. What I meant to say was mail to my house, and then just forget that you sent it to me.
Sure.
So Javier, when somebody wants to convert, if let's say that they've got a dead color RGB or a dead monochrome, what are you charging people to do the conversions?
Honestly, it's about $50.
And that's assuming that they already have the LCD board and everything like that.
Yes, plus parts, of course.
Right. Okay.
Yeah.
That's pretty good.
And that's it. And they pay for the transport and everything, and that's it.
Great.
You know.
Cool.
Yeah,
I'm gonna ping you later. I want to get the model number of the monitor and the board from you. That'd be kind of cool.
It's you got to be careful with those things, guys, because that's the only thing. You gotta the LCDs that you buy, you gotta first, you know, they have the measurements on the seller, so you gotta measure the interior and see if it really fits. So it's not just like I'll buy one and I'll, you know.
You actually don't have to do any of that. You email Javier and you say, hey, what LCD do you recommend? And he'll just tell you. He's already done all the hard work.
Yeah, well, yeah, but the problem is that I used to have this seller from China. It's called China Toby or something like that on eBay, and he disappeared. So now I gotta go and look for another seller and all that. So
that's what you get for posting all that pro-democracy stuff.
That's it.
I do
socialist now.
I do have a tip. If as far as those LCD kits, if anybody ever gets them, no matter what they do with them, and they come with a VGA port, pretend it doesn't exist, because the VGA can only support 60 hertz. And if you want to do like MS-DOS, which is a 70 hertz signal, it won't work.
Can't you do like an adapter?
You could do some kind of you could adapt it somehow.
You could put another scaler in there.
That's what I mean. You know, that's what I put. You see what I put the thing inside? That's the same thing I did in the Apple IIc. I put the Plamons adapter, the VGA adapter in there. So if you can get an adapter, you got a lot of space now. So you can put a lot of stuff in there.
Oh yeah, I mean, to be honest,
in there.
To be honest, I would just use the HDMI port and be done. You know, whatever.
I agree. The simpler the better. But yeah, I encourage, you know, I don't encourage people to of course to destroy working CRTs. But
no.
If they got a bad CRT, or you know they want to use it, another thing is like you say, it's really really light.
I mean that's check on for Southwest Airlines light, Javier. I'm just throwing that out there.
Yeah, I'm telling you, yeah.
But I wish you would have said don't destroy anything sooner, because I mean, while you were turned around, I just walked out to the shed and necked like 7 M100s. I just
gone.
Sorry. I wish you should have been quicker. Cautionary tale. Yeah.
Joe,
the way, you know.
I think we should create a new section called Disaster of the Week, because I have.
Hey, I would be featured then. All the time. What is
this?
That?
Is my prototype 1.0 for that external monitor connection for the K Pro. And I made the board and I sent it in. I got it. It's like, yay, okay, put it together. I'm not getting anything on it. And it's like, so I'm measuring voltages. I'm not getting any signal. What's wrong? I go in the back. Don't mind the X's. I'm going on it saying, I'm not getting any connections. So I take my knife and I scrape the trace. It's just paint. There's no traces. I forgot to put the traces in the Gerber file. So I just got a board with paint on the back.
Nice. Hey, it's hey, the thing is though, I bet you if you test that resist, it's infinite ohms.
Yes. Think I'm a
Oh.
boob.
That's also a botch wire special there.
I love it.
Yeah, the whole thing.
Yeah.
So
100% bodge.
the new boards have been tested and work fine.
That puts a
great.
completely new
Traces
spin
anyways.
on the kit concept. It's so much of a kit, it doesn't even come with traces. Supply your own wire.
It's like a 50s television.
Traces
Yeah.
not included.
Yeah, it's like point to point solder.
Yes,
Oh,
everything.
God,
It's
that
I have
crap.
I have a
Wire
friend that
rack,
has
there you
like a 50s TV, and he opened up the back, and I was like, you should just close the back. You should just close it. Just pretend that you don't know what's happening in there.
I've opened a couple of tube TVs. I can vouch for that. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Don't bother.
Don't lick the big wire. No.
No.
Rudy, you had a couple of repair questions.
Yeah, what were they again? It's more for top.
You have the notes open?
Hey,
Actually,
Retro Techie is in chat asking if he can have whatever that thing is.
no.
So okay.
Well, I'll trade for money, but yeah, no.
For money.
Actually, what about the one that didn't work?
That's the one I'm talking about. No, I got to keep it. So I got to show people this is what you don't do when you're designing a board.
Okay, gotcha.
I can have some examples.
Well, Eric Helgeson with the Blue Scuzzy thing, they had a thing where they, I guess, forgot to export the ground layer or something. So I mean, it happens. You get busy doing things, and it's like just that's the importance of just like always like going back through your thing over and over and over again just to make sure.
Yeah.
Joe, do you have one of those boards?
Yes, with little tiny wires there. Yes.
Oh my god.
Oops.
Oh god.
That's funny. It
Yeah,
happens.
that's a quick fix. Mine is not. Mine's called a reprint. It's like, come on. Anyways,
That's why you only order like 20 on your first thing and then get a couple and check them out, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
so the question I had, Joe, was to cap or not to cap? To recap or not to recap?
That is the question.
Let it
Whether
fail.
it is bolder to sorry.
That is a loaded question in my mind.
I have a seriously heavy opinion on that. So I'll let other people talk before I drop my opinion on that.
Jeremy, since you're our guest, you go.
Well, when it comes to recapping, if it isn't leaking and it isn't bulging, don't bother. Unless it's known to leak at some point. Then go ahead and recap it as a preventive thing. And if it already has, well, good luck to you.
Yep.
Thomas Armstrong has the right idea here. Yep.
Never change the reefer cap.
Don't fear the reefer.
Don't do the reefer.
My opinion on that is I'm pretty strong with it. I'm like, if it's over a certain age, recap it. I don't care what it is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If it has electrolytics, remove them. If it has those paper style reefas, remove them and replace them. They're going to. Here's an example. I'll show you right here. I got two perfectly pristine, literally perfectly pristine a Mac Classic 2 boards. I removed these boards from the machine, looked at the original electrolytics, no leaking, none, because they were sealed in the box. I plugged them in, I turned them on just to make sure they would work. Great, they work. I took them out. Turning them on caused the degraded electrolyte to leak out of the caps.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my god.
So if it's over a certain age, I'm just like, recap it. Especially if it's in something high voltage, because like monitors, things like that, because that's a little bit more dangerous than just a board cap. Those things will, like we know with the reefas, they'll pop, they'll smoke, they'll do this, they'll do that. And what if they short? If they short, capacitors aren't supposed to short. They're not supposed to do that. And you could be putting the bad voltage in the wrong spot. Yeah. So that's just me though.
But
What do you
that's
think,
true,
Joe?
though, Joe. It's what you're saying is 100% correct, and as outlined by the Electric Six song, "Danger High Voltage," fire in the disco, fire in the Taco Bell. Those are words to live by. Danger, danger, high voltage. When we touch, when we kiss.
Javier, what do you think? What's your opinion?
Definitely recap. Sorry, yep. Yeah, I recap all the time. Yeah, I sucks to be me. I everything craps on me, so I better go and replace them before they do.
What was the next question, Joe?
Best resource location for Mac OSs. I know the answer to that.
I do too.
But maybe our viewers don't.
Well, Macintosh Garden, or second place would be I can't remember. Can't remember that other website.
It's for the best that you don't.
Okay.
It is the website that will remain unnamed.
Okay.
Archive.
Archive.org, sure, but the one, the MR website. No.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, we don't talk about the evil website.
Yeah.
I was going to mention it's Win Library or something like that.
Oh yeah, the
Win-
WinWorld.
WinWorld
Yeah.
PC or something like that.
WinWorld PC, that's it.
Yep,
Mhm.
they have some repositories there too. Yep.
And they also have like AUX and some Linux there too.
Mhm.
Cool.
Yep.
Nice. And I had one more question, I think, Joe.
Well, Javier, do a video on the setup of your monitor with LCD board drivers and stuff. Basically, the thing you just showed us, but will you do a video, Javier?
What?
He just
Hold on, wait.
Listen.
Let my client says yes. He'll be doing whatever it is that you.
I'll do it.
See?
Oh, they want me to do a video on that? Yeah,
On how to build
I
it.
did it for this last one, isn't it? I did a video that showing how do I did the monitor for
Mm-hmm.
the museum.
Yeah, I watched it.
Yep.
So that's your answer, Rudy. Go back and watch his video like a good friend does.
It wasn't my question. It was my friend's question.
Oh, okay.
These aren't my questions. I just
Send them to
people.
my site or my.
I
channel,
did.
Whatever.
I said, and then when you're there, you can get your LCD on and retrobrite it.
There you go.
Javier, you had a question about getting old RAM.
Oh yeah. Well, you see, I'm having all kinds of issues with my Apple II Plus Darth Vader, and of course I got to change the RAM because it's just falling apart in pieces, and I can't find any RAM. I mean, like you say, I think the RAM that they sell on eBay most likely is fake from China. The ones that they just put something over there.
Mm-hmm.
So I better get it. And I went to Jameco thanks to you, but I went also to DJ Key and Mouser, and they don't have any RAM.
No.
You know
Not
what? It
anymore.
might be, Javier, because of that board you're saying has a lot of problems, it might be better to buy another board, like another Apple II board, test it, make sure it works, and use those chips to.
I was gonna say, for the price that I'm getting that RAM, I should just buy another board that has the RAM already.
And now we have the ROMs and all the other TTL that you can just swap out.
Well, too late. Too late. Yeah, that computer it was not a good investment, that's for sure.
Yeah, the best word I could use to describe it is literally crunchy.
Yes, it is.
What the
Yeah,
board
chips
is
aren't
that
supposed to make crunchy noises when you look at them. No.
Well, it actually turns on now. I took out all the RAM, and before it used to show lines. Now it shows like a full blank screen.
Is
Don't
Joe
die.
laughing or coughing?
Yes, toke it out, Joe.
Yeah. Mexican Coke. Yeah.
Hey,
That's
I
right.
hate-
That
I heard it
happened
goes down the
because
wrong
it
way.
was not a Mexican.
So you
I
pulled the
muted my
RAM out.
mic. Did that work?
So my question, I'm not going to say why. Wouldn't be nice to or wise for somebody to recreate or do like an adapter so they can use like modern memory in those chips?
Actually, there are already in existence some SOJ to DIP adapters, but the last I checked, the cheapest one was coming off of a seller and on eBay in Ireland.
Oh,
And you can't trust the Irish, so
Well, it would be nice to ask that person that if he doesn't mind that we sell it elsewhere.
Yeah.
Well, just have to talk to him, I guess.
Because I'm not trying to be and do anything, but if he cannot get it out of
Yeah.
Ireland or something like that, or Europe, maybe it's worth it that somebody can reproduce it and sell it, because that would be a good idea. It would be cheaper to buy it.
Thomas Armstrong says, buy an IBM PC expansion board for cheaper than just take the RAM off of that.
Yeah.
Or you could ask me, because I got a few scrap motherboards laying around that I don't need.
Well, okay, I'll wait until I get the RAM that I ordered, and if it doesn't work, I'll bother you guys. Yeah,
I wanted to create a kind of adapter to convert SRAM into, or DRAM into SRAM, but it's not that straightforward because it depends. Each computer's implementation of the RAS and CAS lines and their timing setups are a little bit different. And so your design it's not a universal design; it's a per machine type of thing that handles that. I really want to do that for the Apple III because it's the RAM in the Apple III is notorious for literally being a steaming pile of crap. Ask me how I know with my bodge wire.
How do you know, Joe?
I wanted to just have literally like a replacement for the entire board because those things they're space heaters.
Mhm.
They generate like 80 watts of heat or something. And if you can yank that whole thing out and replace it with like 3 static RAM chips or something, that would be great. But I don't know. I'm working on it.
Are you putting a fan in that thing, Joe?
What?
Will you be installing a fan on your Apple III to get that heat out?
Yeah, but where would the heat go out? There's no friggin' vents in it.
My friend Javier has the perfect solution for you.
That's right.
That's right.
Make a new case and put a scoop on it like a car hood,
Yeah, there we go. That's what I need to do.
That's it.
I just do what I do. I remove the entire case and it's just completely open. Convection, it works.
Yeah.
Or get a new case made that's in clear plastic.
That's right. Hey, Mac Effect is
Mac
around.
Effect. There you go.
He can do them. It's easy for him.
It's
And
easy.
cheap.
Piece of cake.
Guys, I gotta just step away real quick. It looks like my phone's about to die, so let me go get a charger real quick.
Okay.
We're about to end the show anyway, so. Oh man, Javier, what SCART to HDMI converter did you use in your
Oh my god, it's actually I think I have it over here.
Yes, because I'm going to need one too for this this new donation I got
over here. Sorry, but yeah, it's the square one. There's 2 versions. One is a little bit long, and I'm sorry, there's 2 versions in Amazon. One is long, and the other one is completely square and metal. The square and metal is the good one. Sorry.
So that converts.
Exactly. That's it.
Well, hold on. They look very similar, but there's 2 versions, and you want to check in the reviews and sales stuff to make sure that you pick up the version that is the quote better version. Because there's one that is just like a $10 whatever Walmart special kind of deal that is slapped in a box to look similar to the better one. And then there is the better one, which actually has it is basically the same sort of upscaler controller that is in a LCD TV. That's the one you want.
Yeah,
because the scaling is better.
So is this the one?
Yeah, that's it. That's a good one.
So Javier, does it have the SCART connector?
It does not have the SCART cable. The SCART cable, I got it directly from a store that is called retrocables.es.
Yeah.
It's a European one. The good thing about that one is that they're kind of cheap. They're cheaper than the normal other prices. Also, they can do it for you if you ask them. They can do custom cables for you.
Hold on, no, I was asking because on that the M05 computer I just got, it has the SCART cables. I just get that box.
Oh yeah, that box is all you need.
Mhm.
Just get that one and then HDMI on the
Well,
other side.
hold on. The other thing to verify is it came from France, but make sure that somebody didn't stick a JP21 Japanese SCART cable in your box, and you can tone out the cable and make sure. But the
I did find
it should be it should be Euro SCART. I would guarantee it's Euro SCART. But always verify. People at home, if you are like, oh, look at this great deal on SCART cables. If it's a JP21 Japanese SCART, there's a voltage that's moved into a place where it should not be if the device is expecting Euro SCART. So
yeah, I opened up the computer. I even found a pack of smokes inside, and a beret. So
did it was there a chip inside that just would look like Jerry Lewis's face?
Yes, and he smoked cigarettes saying, "You,
Mr. France."
I'm going to say
the
day the clown cried is magnifique. It's très magnifique.
Yeah, so that looks good.
Joe, check the private chat because I put the link up for that SCART cable for the 2GS. But that I've ordered from that website too in the past, and they do great work.
Yep, yeah, and that's what I got over there because the normal cable doesn't have a female; it's a male. So I asked them to do a female so I can put it in the. In the bag.
Sorry about that.
That's all right. Welcome back.
Welcome back.
Yeah, my phone died all the way. So.
All the way. All the way.
Well, you missed it while you were gone. Joe told us he's pregnant.
Yes.
Oh, really?
But you're not the father.
You're not the real father.
Total Maury moment. You missed it.
Yes. Sure.
Well, I did want to note one thing. Okay, Javier is currently working on a Darth Vader Apple II, and Joe printed up a case which I'm going to dub Darth Maul.
Ooh, I know where you're going.
Yeah.
Well, he did design it at the Cinnabon at the food court, so that does kind of make sense.
Oh, the Cinnabon.
So yeah, the Darth Vader.
Is that the one in Omaha, Nebraska?
You know what? I just I watched the pilot just like last night after having never seen it.
It's good. We're talking about Better Call Saul. Anybody?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because I finished up Breaking Bad and then I watched El Camino, and then I was like, I love Bob Odenkirk, so I might as well.
Yeah, it's good. It is really good. The first season's a little slow, and then it just gets better.
Joe, do you have the link still from the Amazon site for the SCART HDMI converter?
Yes.
Put it in the chat.
Done.
Thank you. Oh.
Yep.
Thank you.
Yeah, and that's the one that I have over there. It's amazing. It's great.
Mm-hmm. And don't forget that if you are looking for a more kind of broad-based solution for your SCART consoles or anything that does digital RGB, analog. Well, hold on, digital RGB. Anyway, you'll have to look it up. But there's the RGB to HDMI project, which is an open source thing that just uses a Raspberry Pi and a CPLD to basically open up that whole world of stuff for you. So if you there as an option for the 2GS, because the RGB output on it is not the best. It's kind of okay. It's not great. You can actually tap directly into the motherboard before you get, because basically you've got the video generation hardware, and then you have some stuff that's kind of doing some. Yes, that's the one from TechSelect.
Yes, that's excellent.
So, it's excellent.
Excellent. Excellent.
Yes. So if you're looking for a solution like that, you've got like some, and then they've got other versions. They have one that's for like analog stuff like Apple II and things like that. That'll do upscaling. They got another version that'll do, because I think the one you had is like the Hercules, MGA, TTL, CGA version. That's what it looks like. Yeah, I
Yes.
think that's that version. But there is another version. Texelec doesn't make it though. That is for like EGA and some of the DOS VGA stuff. So like JVHS was talking about just a few minutes ago, that if you need to do that conversion or that upscaling or get over the refresh hump on that's a good device for it.
Yeah, I got mine to when I'm doing the Commodore PET repairs, and there's a problem with, is it the monitor problem or is it a motherboard? I just plug this in, I can right away. It's the monitor or not. So the Texelec product is really good. I like it.
Yeah, and I would absolutely say that Kevin, it's well made, and then not just that, but it includes all the software and everything that you need. Oh, is that the Nimba?
Well, somebody's doing this one. This is the original Nishida.
Right.
Yep, I got one of those. Yep.
That goes on top of the chip.
Yeah.
And somebody's doing a new version of this.
Oh, that's great. When is that expected to kind of be out?
I'm not sure. I think I saw it in Slack.
Okay.
So I'm gonna ask them. But yeah, this one has that what's the name of this one? That video?
DVI.
Yeah, DVI. So
DVI.
Somebody's doing it with HDMI now, so it's good. So hopefully they'll have it for both. I think this is ROM 3 only. So they're gonna have for both ROM 3 and ROM 1.
That DVI,
that's great.
Yeah, that DVI could easily just be adapted to HDMI. It's a straight through.
Sure. Yeah.
So that was kind of the issue with the original Nishida. Actually, I just want to verify. Did everybody in chat make sure that they said DVI before we continue?
DVI.
DVI.
Okay, just make sure. Okay, everybody. All right, great.
DVI?
All right. Great, perfect. Moving forward, the original Nishida did not work with the ROM ones because the video chip on those are socketed instead of like instead of like mounted to the board or whatever. So I guess the idea is that there's going to be some sort of additional adapter that you would buy that would take that PLCC socket and then just basically like an adapter on an adapter or something. How would that have they said how they're going to address that?
No, I gotta go back and ask.
Can you call them right now?
I'll do it right this minute.
Okay, thank you.
I think you should, yes.
Yeah. I mean, let's go ahead. It's everybody hunker down.
Just wait, everybody.
Get some coffee. We're gonna get to the bottom of this.
That's right.
Bib.
Justin, what's your favorite soda again?
Yes.
Okay.
But yeah, that's the. I can hear the crickets.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I'm in the middle of nowhere, so what do you expect?
Better that than roaches.
Oh God, yes. I got crickets and houseflies. That's what I got here. So
Was it house flies or housewives? I heard housewives. I don't know.
One wife, a bunch of houseflies, which I don't want.
Still, as country pets, they don't eat a lot.
No, looks like my spiders moved away. So
good.
His parents
actually
got a place in Boca Raton, so
I think I agree with Josh Malone on this. I think we're done.
yeah.
All right, everybody.
Cool.
Does anybody have anything else they want to add for tonight?
Well,
Cheese.
Nope. Okay, good. Shameless self-promotion. Promote yourself. Jeremy, go.
okay, find me on YouTube. It's Jeramy's Vintage Hillbilly Shack. I'm also on Twitter as Breckles Jeramy. And also, I have a coffee. Just to look for my YouTube channel name, and you'll find me there.
I also added those links to that in the video stream description, so you can go back and check those. A random person, Ron.
yes, make me wait.
Make
Make me
'em big.
big. I want to be a real boy, Joe. All right. Hi, everyone. It's Ron from Ron's Computer Videos. Remember, you can always follow me over on the Twitters at Ron's Comp Vids. If you haven't checked out my IMDb page, I've got some new credits that'll be going up there hopefully soon as things get cleared. You can check me out over there. Also, you can check out my store over at Threadless. It's ronscompvids.threadless.com. And you can also find me over on the YepTubs with the new handles, because Google invented this. No one else was doing this before. Don't look it up or anything, but you can find me at Ron's Computer Videos. Thank you.
Cool. Rudy.
I'm Rudy from Rudy's Retro Intel. You can find me on YouTube. Just search Rudy's Retro Intel and email.
Yeah,
I don't have anything else.
And Smoke Signal and
Smoke Signal and just let your reefer cap go and put a towel over it.
you can literally just go to his house and like drop a VHS tape in the mailbox.
Yes. So if you're interested in donating, I'm taking donations to the channel. Just hit me up on either one of the chats and on the streams or here, or email me, and I'd be gladly to talk to you about donations. Thank you.
Rudy, what's your CompuServe number again?
00.
It's just all zeros. It's all zeros and a 1.
Yeah. Well, yes. It's a 1 in all zeros.
Actually, it should be like 11, or it's 000002. Damn you, Thomas Edison.
Wasn't that his social security number?
Or it was Mr. Burns' phone number. Like his phone number was 2, because like I can't remember who it was. Maybe it was Edison or somebody that had the phone number 1. Yeah.
Joe.
What?
Yosef.
Oh, is it my turn?
Yes.
It's my turn! Hi, I'm Joe from Joe's Computer Museum, where from time to time I will do a scripted video, but mostly I've been doing live streams and showing up on other people's streams. You can follow me on YouTube at Joe's Computer Videos. You can find me on Twitter at Museum Joe. You can support me on Patreon for as little as $1 a month. Joe's Computer Museum right up here, which will give you exclusive access to my the Discord channel, so you can just talk to me whenever you want. Or you can go to jcm-1.com right up there and get things like t-shirts and mugs and replacement keyboards for your Apple II or Blue SCSI units.
Mm-hmm.
jcm-1.com. Go do it.
Joe,
I want what Joe's having.
You need the real like sound.
Hey, earlier I was trying to get sounds to actually play from OBS, but it didn't work, so I have to work.
Oh no!
Oh no!
Oh no, bro!
And
Javier,
I gotta be Biggie.
No, you don't.
Okay, I'm not gonna do the whole shebang like Mr. Joe, but Habmaster. It's my Twitters. Habmaster, JAVMASTER in YouTube. So I'm about to change it because it goes to some weird stuff, so I don't want to know. And oh yeah, 8bittees.com, the best t-shirt store on the planet. And
after jcm-1.com.
Yeah. And you can get your broken mugs over there replaced. So, now we got cell phone covers with Apple II for Herbert. Apple II for
He almost killed himself.
I cannot believe I choked myself. Anyway, that's it. Visit me, say hello, and likes and everything. Oh, I'm gonna do when I get 1,500 people. I'm gonna give away one of those posters. So
go to his channel and subscribe so that I can get a free poster.
That's right.
Hold on, Joe. I got it queued up for you now.
Okay. You're supposed to play
Oh, I guess it doesn't. It does a playthrough StreamYard, so that won't happen. But I found the sound effect you need.
Just play it through your mic.
Do animation.
Oh, it's the DJ air horns. It's a That thing.
Oh, like the Mexican, you hear all the Mexican music they played all the time.
Yes, like those DJs that just like talk like one song into the next song.
Yeah.
And then occasionally I think it's a cell phone ad, but I can't be sure.
Oh, wow. All right.
Anyway.
Well,
okay.
We are 20 minutes over, so let's wrap it up. Thank you, Jeremy.
Thank you very much.
By tonight, you are a hoot and holler and a laugh riot. Thank you very much for your perspective on things. Your hosts have been Joe, Rudy, Ron, and Javier. Thank you all for stopping by tonight to watch and for all your super awesome input on the chats in the side thing that does the thing that scrolls by my screen. Yes, awesome. Remember to lasso that like button, hit the subscribe button, and stop back for us for our next episode, which will be in 3 weeks on November 6th, 2022. See y'all later, everybody.